method. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Eleutheria. I hope you've all been keeping well and that you had a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate. And if you don't, then what's wrong with you? So I promised you that I would bring you a magical live stream with some magic tricks. And luckily, Sebastian, because he's dropped the O, I don't know why, agreed to do this. So, yeah, what are you going to show us today?
I agreed to do this, so hopefully, I agreed to do this, but I didn't prepare much. So we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be, let's put it this way: it's comedy magic, which means if it's something magical happens, then it's magic. If it doesn't happen, then it's comedy.
Then it's just a joke.
Let's put it this way to cover this potential disaster. Yeah, so we didn't really make a plan for this. So what do you want me to do? Just like anything that comes into mind?
Yes,
anything
you
way
think
to
will
start.
transfer well on camera. And I'm going to see how many people want me to open my wine and join you in drinking wine.
Come on. I can see there's 6 watching now.
Yep, there's 6 watching, so we're going to need to get quite a few likes on this video.
How do you see the comments? Oh, there it is. I also want to see the comments, just in case.
Well, there's 8 watching.
I'm waiting for people to tell you to open the wine, so I don't feel alone.
Oh, Gentle wants you to show the elastic band when you did at the wine farm.
The elastic band. Actually, you know what? The elastic band it's a good start. Let's actually do it. Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna make you full screen.
Gentle, I don't remember. I have so many tricks with elastic and rubber bands, so I'm not sure exactly which one I did at the farm. But I have a bunch of them that are just usually set. So it's gotta be one of these. Okay. So I actually do this most of the time when I do live show, because when I do live show, let me adjust the camera. When I do live show, sometimes I begin by talking about the lighting, how the lighting looks in the room. And I always check that everybody can see the yellow cross in the middle of the rubber bands. And most people say that's not yellow, that's green. And then I say oh, I guess it's about the lighting, because on one side it looks yellow and on the other side it looks green. Or it could just be pure sleight of hand, and the color could change at any time and any moment. So that's why I use this trick, just to kind of begin and break the ice. But it could also be that the rubber bands are 2 different colors on 2 different sides.
Double-sided rubber bands.
Last time, color change it. But then I can kind of prove you that they're just regular rubber bands. They're not double-sided. They're just regular rubber band. You want to know what's cool about rubber bands? Is that because they're made of rubber, if you throw them together fast enough, you will see them melting straight through and link together, fully linked together until they're not. And again, they're just two regular rubber bands. It's not the rubber bands, it's me.
It always goes down well, that trick.
The rubber band, people, I do all sorts of things with cards and coins and other things, but people always want to see the rubber bands. I'm not, I guess because it is such a simple object that anybody can just have at home. And it's pure sleight of hand. There isn't really much like even let's say, okay, let's just use just one rubber band. Maybe not this one because you cannot really see it properly on camera. This one might be a little better. Is my light too bright? Give me a
I
second.
think it is a bit bright. Can you turn it down a bit?
Yeah. I just realized it. By the way, if there's any filmmaker out there, everything I did was pushing the light back. That's all I did. There wasn't any magical, I didn't turn anything. I just put the light 1 meter away from the computer.
Okay, so you're not like Yanni that has like a smart home and he has an app on his phone that dims his switches and turns on and off his fans and
No, I did not go, hey Alexa, turn the light down, or I'm not that fancy. I'm doing magic tricks with rubber bands. Doesn't get any cheaper than that. Anyway, where was I? Yes. So the simplicity of rubber bands. Even if you have just one rubber band, right? Which is now completely around my finger. Like it cannot really go anywhere. Watch. You see how I would just like melt it through. And we're gonna try again. Once again, it melted through. And sometimes people ask me like, oh, but can you do it? Can you make it like more difficult? Like, can you do it if you actually wrap another rubber band on top of your hand just like that? So now it's like, it's almost as if my fingers are tied up. So it's gonna be very difficult to properly do it. And yet, it worked again. The final proof, I have to tilt the camera down. This one is the hardest one. But we'll try. First we'll melt it again, back. And then now the hardest one is that can you do it holding your finger, like holding your finger really tight. Can you see? Boom. It doesn't get. That's it. I cannot complicate it more than this.
wow.
And
That's really incredible.
And if this was like a live show with people and not via camera, I usually give this away. Like if there's a spectator or whatever, I just give them like, there's literally nothing special about these rubber bands. I give them away all the time. Even if there's like kids, I just give them away and then they go play and it's kind of cool. So yeah, I cannot see you anymore. So I don't know if you're drinking. Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking yet. I want at least 10 likes on the video on YouTube before
you want 10 likes. Okay, we need 10 likes for Beth to. Come on, people, we need 10 likes for Beth to drink.
Then I need to figure out if this is a screw top bottle of wine or if there's a cork in there.
Oh no. Should I put a like on the video to help out? I don't know if I can do it from here. Hold on.
Help.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
my magical assistant off camera is gonna do it for me.
The one who laughs.
The one who laughs is gonna figure it out. She wants you to drink, I think.
Is she feeling better?
Yeah. No, we're both at 100%. Like no more. Actually, I got a funny story. So I wanted to go check if I would test positive for the virus we cannot name on YouTube, otherwise you get banned.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to get banned.
We don't want to say the name, but we all know what it is. So I wanted to go get tested, and apparently the only place available right before Christmas was in Tableview, which it's kind of a drive for me, but whatever. And I thought it was like a discount pharmacy. I go to the pharmacy, and I kind of stand in the line until I get to the nurse, and the nurse is like, no, we don't do this here. You have to go to the basement. I'm like, to the what? And she goes like, yeah, to the garage, to the basement. And I'm like, to the basement? Okay, that's a little bit weird, but whatever. I'm gonna go to the basement. And then there was a bunch of cars in a line, because the logic is that if you test positive right on the spot, you can, you have to be in your own car, so you social distance, and so there's nobody around, and so you can drive. You can basically fuck off.
Yeah.
So I see this huge line, and I'm like, hold on a second. Before I get my car and I put myself in a huge line, let me figure out exactly what's going on, because this whole thing seems a bit iffy. Also, there's no, like, there were 3 nurses with a table in a basement collecting samples. And I'm like, that doesn't seem hygienic at all.
No,
Like,
it
not
doesn't.
even inside a van or something. No, with a table in a basement. So I go ask, and I'm like, is this where you guys do the test? And the lady goes like, oh, we don't have tests available anymore. We finished them. I'm like, wow, okay. Well, I tried. That's my point. That's the moral of the story. I tried.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And I believe it's like limited labs that are doing the actual antibody testing.
Oh, yeah, which is also the one I want to do, and it's so difficult to find somebody that can do
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Because Big Daddy Liberty, who you met, he
Mm-hmm.
he went for one in Rosebank just before Christmas. He actually went on Christmas Eve.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
So
did they do it though?
yeah, they draw blood for the antibody testing.
Oh,
So he
wow.
had
Okay.
blood drawn, and he was told he should have results in 24 hours. And yeah, I haven't seen an update, so I'll go look for that after this.
See, that's also my thing. Like, if you, because for that one you need to get, they need to get blood, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't want my blood to be taken at the basement of the Table View Mall. Like,
Yeah, no, you want to do that one at a Lancet laboratory or a Ampath laboratory,
you need to
and
be in a sterile environment.
yes, yes,
Sorry, I'm
yeah.
just moving this slide as well. All right, let me.
Oh, anti-Marxist has filled me in. It came back. He has antibodies. Awesome. That's great.
Cool,
Yeah,
good. So does it
yeah.
mean you're immune now? I honestly don't know.
I
I
don't
have no
honestly
idea.
know because there's so many stories going around about how the immunity wanes, and that's why people get it twice. Meantime, it's like there's like a handful of reported cases of people getting it twice. So yeah,
All right. In the meantime,
I
we're at
don't know.
9 likes. Come on, we need one more for Beth to drink. All right, let me do something. This is gonna hopefully get you a like. I want to show you. Actually, I have. This is an exclusive. I've never done this trick before, so I'm gonna use your channel as a test to see how it goes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put you on full screen again.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, so this is an interesting concept, especially for this year, especially for 2020, which is also a magic concept, which is the idea of perspective. So, like, for example, I have this bracelet, right? That looks like it's 2. So it looks like I'm wearing 2 bracelets, but it is actually just like one very long. If I can actually, I hate these things. Oh, okay. It's actually just one very long strings. But when you wrap it around, it gives you this idea that you're wearing like 2 different bracelets. And this is all it is. It's just like perspective. So now, for example, if I put a knot around this too, now what it looks like. Now it looks like a very long string with a knot in the middle. But
Yes.
as I was saying in the beginning, I was talking about perspective. I was talking about how this was so long that it looked like it was 2 bracelets. And then maybe, just maybe, it actually was 2. And this is how I feel this year has been. It's all about perspective. It's all about what you think you're seeing, but it's only what you're seeing in the surface. It's not exactly what you're seeing. And so every time, this is the first time of me doing this trick, and it blows my mind. I blow my own mind every time I do it, and I flipping love it. Have we gotten this
Very
mic
cool.
now? Come on, someone.
No, we're still on 9 likes. And yet our
Ah,
viewership has jumped. We have 13 people watching and only 9 likes.
13 people. Come on.
So I'm not opening the wine.
They don't want you to drink?
They don't want me to drink. Where's Germ?
They're so, wow, they're so mean.
Laura
Rude.
just Laura just wants me to get drunk because she knows what a lightweight I am.
Whoa!
Oh, I see 11 likes. I
There
see.
we go. And Germ is here. Okay, I guess I have to open the wine.
Come on, open the wine. Do you want me to do something while you open the wine?
Yes, I'll put you on full screen. How's that?
Okay. While you open the wine, I'm gonna try to come up. This is terrible, by the way. If there's any magician watching, I apologize that I didn't come up with a proper routine today, and I'm just kind of doing what magicians are not supposed to do. I'm just doing the what else is good, and I look down at all the tricks that I have instead of like coming up with a proper story. But this one is a proper story, and it's I like this trick as well. So one time I did a bunch of magic tricks at the bar in Waterfront. I forgot what the name of the bar was, but it was full of Americans. And Americans are usually the best spectator for magic. They freak out. They go insane. And when they're drunk, they give you tips. And they give you tips in dollars. So this guy actually gave me $100, which is like 5 million rand. and I was like, okay, this is awesome, but I can't go now. I can't just leave and go back to Woodstock with $100 in my pocket. It's way too dangerous. So all I did, I just folded it and went straight to the bank. I put them in the bank, safe and sound and secure.
What the hell, dude?
And then I decided
No
to
way.
make the car disappear as well. Have you figured out the wine now?
No, I haven't figured out the wine. That's why you're still on full screen.
Oh no. All right.
Love, can you please help me?
I'll take a drink while I'm still on full screen.
I got 10 likes, so now I have to open the wine.
You got 11 likes and now you have to open the wine.
I got 11 likes, so now I have to open the wine.
All right, since I'm still at full screen, let me see. Let's do something else like money related or card related. All right. Now it's going to be tricky because I can't properly see the screen, so I'm not sure what's happening. But how about we cheat a card a little bit?
I was going to ask if card tricks were possible.
Yeah. This is just my warm-up. Boom. All right, this is the way to find, this is the easy way to take the 4 aces out. Now we're gonna do, can you actually see them? Let me see. Okay, there it is. I have to
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to be more, oh, the camera needs to be, okay, there it is. All right, so regular pack a card, doesn't have a specific order or anything. I'm just gonna drop the aces. Wow, I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know if you can see. My hands are shaking a little bit. It's insane. That's what happens when you don't practice. Let's see. All right. Let's give it a go. I want to try to retrieve all the aces. This is called cardistry, if someone was wondering. It's like fancy cuts. Okay. Jack of spades, number 1. Let's go. Put it down that way. Give it a rub. And we got our first ace. That wasn't too bad. Let's try again. No, I'm losing aces. Okay, let's try. 9 of diamonds. Whew. This is gonna be tough. Boom. We got our second one. Oh, man. Sweating over here. By the way, every time I do this, this is the reason why nobody ever invites me to like poker nights or poker games or whatever. Okay, the last one is a bit more complicated. You gotta go like this, you gotta go like that, you gotta turn this around, drop it, grab it, and then put the ace right there. Okay. We have one left. I can see my video in delay, so I can see if I'm doing well or not. It's kind of funny. All right, we got one left. Let's see if I can get it out in the most spectacular possible way. Let's see. So, usually people are very impressed the more difficult you make it for you to find a card. In this case, here's what I'm going to do. This is called the drunk shuffle, when you just get a bunch of cards and you put it face up, face down like this, face up, face down, face up, face down.
That's
you
how
just
my
basically
kids play with cards.
exactly. Most kids,
Yeah.
that's what they do. Hopefully I did it right, because now they're all just crazy mixed up. Right? I think I actually just saw what I was looking for. Anyway, they're face up, face down. It's a complete mess, all right?
Mm.
And actually, I think I might have messed it up too much. Let me see if I spread them now. Oh,
What the
I don't know
fudge?
what these three are doing here, but I did retrieve. So I just messed it up a little bit, just a little bit. I blame it on the wine and the fact that it's been a while.
Wow. Wow.
Actually, I have no idea what happened there, but I got the 4 aces. That's what matters.
That is flippin' cool.
Have you got
Very,
the
very
wine in
cool.
the meantime?
I did get the wine.
You did get the wine. Oh,
Did
okay.
get the
Then
wine.
let's cheers.
Cheers.
Where is it? A digital cheers.
A virtual cheers. Cheers.
A virtual cheers. All right.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? Good question. What am I drinking? It's just a generic red wine.
Yeah, I didn't go too flashy either. I got a Oddbins from Checkers, but I got a Shiraz because I enjoyed the Shiraz so much when we went tasting together.
It's gonna be like a. Okay, there it is. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know how to angle it so the camera. I don't know. It's called Stonedale, made in South
Stonedale.
Africa. It's a Sauvignon. It's not bad. Actually, I'm gonna refill my drink while this is here.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I must say
Got
this Shiraz is very nice.
Good. How we doing? How many people are here? I see 13 likes and 12 watching. How's that possible? Someone left. Someone put a
Someone
like and then they left.
Yes. It was Germ. He doesn't want to get triggered to drink because he wants to remember this.
Oh. That makes sense. I'm reading the comment. It's very funny.
Ice is here as well. So what else have you got to show us?
Well, let me show you something else. It kind of card related, but not really. I want to reposition the deck over here. So after you basically cheat a card, then you can pull out all the 4 aces and whatever. That's how you don't get invited to to poker nights anymore. And also you get banned from casino, but not really. I mean, the thing about casinos is that they don't let you shuffle the cards. they don't let you bring your own deck. Like, you don't touch them. So obviously, you cannot cheat with the cards. So what you gotta do is that you have to learn how to cheat with,
Uh-huh.
with poker chips. So, or just like, chips that they give you at the casino, which are obviously divided by colors, and each color, has a different value. So for example, if the blue one is more valuable than the red one, what I want to do is change the red one to blue so that I can make more money.
Yes.
Or if it's the red one, the one is more valuable, that's what I want to do. I want to change it to red so that I can make more money. And once I go and get the money out of it, can you see? Yes. I need to be able to cheat with the money and move it the way I want it. And the last one is just going to go like this. No, just kidding. Let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. Boom. So, moral of the story, you have to be really good at moving money around and not having people see you doing it.
How the hell do you do that? Are we going to be able to slow this video down and see how you do that?
That's what I'm afraid about YouTube, is the fact that if you really, really want to, you can probably watch the video frame by frame, and that's the thing. Maybe you'll catch something, maybe you won't, but I cannot help it. At the same time, honestly, I also don't care. Like, if this bug you so much that you can't figure it out, so you wanna go to the trouble of slowing down the video, I'm okay with it. If it's if it annoys you so much that you wanna learn it, I'm fine. I mean, there's a lot of they're actually very interesting to watch. There's a lot of YouTube videos of magicians that they do tricks, but from the perspective of the magician. So they put the camera on them, and you get to see all the angles, and you get to see. And honestly, it's fascinating, especially when it's sleight of hand, because I find sleight of hand to be impressive, no matter what. If I have a card, right, and I go boom, and the card is gone like this, and I bring it back. I think it's cool and impressive, but also I don't mind that you see that I'm doing this. Because I also find it very impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, that is impressive.
It's an impressive move. It took me a while to learn, and it's not that it's a secret, or who knows, that it's oh my god, I just discovered the biggest secret. No, it's I'm showing you how fast I am. And now I know all my angles correctly.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, obviously you like Penn and Teller's show Fool Us.
Yes. I actually, yeah.
Because I know you want to do something similar. So when they speak in code to the magician afterwards, and they tell him how they know how they did what they did, and they speak in code, do you understand most of what they're saying? Do you know those code words?
Most of the time, yes.
Does it run it for you?
No. I dig it. Also,
Okay.
Penn is very clever, because sometimes what he would do is that he would mention the name of another magician, and that would be enough for the guy to know. And sometimes I don't know who the magician is, so I'm like, okay, I don't know. Sometimes he would mention it's not a code. He would mention the name of a brand that produces a certain effect.
Okay.
And even in that case, for example, I know the brand, but I have no idea because they produce so many things, so I have no idea what is he talking about.
Okay.
So sometimes even if I catch him saying something that I know, I still don't know how the trick is done. And then other times it would just be magician codes, which is not really code, it's mostly terminology. like
Yes.
it's, whatever, like a kind of vanish. It is a certain name, and they would just mention it. But no, I like that show. I like the show a lot. If I was a bit more, if I had a bit more time and creativity, I would love to try to go. But it's really tough to come up with something that is new or that they haven't seen. It's really difficult.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to shout something quickly.
Go for it.
I think it's raining and there's washing on the line. So
Oh, okay, that's not
they
good.
need to go deal with that.
That is not good. Actually, what made me fall in love with Penn and Teller, besides the magic, was the show that they were doing before Fool Us, which was called Bullshit.
Yes.
If some of you wants to try and find it, oh man, that show, that show was my favorite thing. I know that for some people, maybe the views on the show were a bit too libertarian, but I don't care. I don't care. I still think it's one of the best show
Yes.
ever made.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching them. I like the way they think, both of them. Whether I agree with all their views or not, it's still interesting to watch. It was very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I also like Penn has some pretty crazy views, so I also don't agree with everything. But at the same time, I like his logic. I like the way he thinks. So, and even Teller, even though he doesn't speak, but the behind the scene, he agrees.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's a really good show. A really good show.
Really
And
good
you
show.
want
So,
to do a version of Fool Us.
I've been trying to get some of the magicians here in South Africa, which they're not that many, so it's not that difficult to get them all together. I've been trying to do kind of to follow a Fool Us format and just do a live show on the same idea. I mean, it's not probably none of us is gonna be fooled by someone else, but it's just to kind of give the audience something slightly different than, because usually the magic show that are here in South Africa, it's either one magician who does his own show, or it's an ensemble of magicians, but each one of them does something different and they're not connected together. So sometimes I don't really enjoy it. I feel like if there was a format that we all do in one thing, would be very interesting to see, especially for even for the audience that comes to see it. The difference between you come and go and watch a comedy show and you have 5 different magicians who are going to talk, comedians who are going to talk about 5 different things, as opposed to go watching comedians roasting each other, where that they're going to insult each other and everybody's
Yes.
going to focus on that. I feel like what you're going to watch, there's no surprises, and you're going to enjoy your night much, much more, as opposed to being surprised. So I don't know. Once this all lockdown nonsense finish, maybe someone would listen to me, and maybe we'll find a venue and organize something like that.
No.
Joe, I don't know if you're listening, but you can host. You can be the host of the show.
I'll let him
The host-
know.
Yeah.
He never
the host-
watches my live streams.
The host of Fool Us, usually the host of Fool Us is not a magician.
Yes.
So yeah, Joe, you can host the show.
I like the host that's from American Pie and How I Met Your Mother. I like her.
Yeah, I feel like in the first season she wasn't doing that great, and now she finally got the hang of it.
I think she's finally getting into it. Yeah, I think she was really out of her depth at first.
Yeah, in the
because
beginning she was
she's not a magician. So yeah, I think she's definitely improved as they've done more shows. I do like her. Oh yes, Germ's just reminding us we have to be compliant on YouTube. We can't say it's lockdown nonsense. We have to say that we love lockdowns. We love them so much. We think they're amazing. I have to go cancel my mother's flight as soon as I get off this.
Yeah, no, my favorite thing, especially the alcohol ban. I just so happy, so happy. I was like, I just need someone else to tell me that I shouldn't drink. I was just waiting for that.
I think I've actually, there's a moth. Yes, there's a moth. We're going to leave the moth.
Is that a moth?
Yes, there's a moth above the earth. So you can see the globe in the top corner there. Just above that, there's a moth sitting. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I've actually drunk more alcohol this year than I did last year or the year before that. Just because there was an alcohol ban and then I wanted alcohol.
I know, right? It's like they made you drink more in a way.
Yes.
By like taking it out, you're just like, God, I just want to drink more now for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first bottle of wine I've actually gone out and deliberately bought for myself in probably 10 years. I just doesn't. Stupid government. Sorry, wonderful government.
Yeah, you can say that.
NDZ is a genius. Indeed. She's a genius. And it's starting to rain here. So, yeah, that's going to get loud.
I can hear it, so you're fine.
Okay, good. Probably because my sons are making so much noise.
It's fine. It's a nice background.
Yeah.
So since because you mentioned the fulas, they do the codes and whatever, and I told you like sometimes they use like names of like
Yes.
of like companies or like brands or whatever. I actually do have a story. I believe there's a video on YouTube somewhere on my second channel, not on the Drunk Questioner channel. But anyway, so there's a company. It's pretty famous. They're called Illusionist with the E. They've been producing magic for a long time. They're pretty famous. They're based in they're based all over the world, but most of them are from England. And in the UK, there's this like every year. I don't know if they did it this year because with all the whole thing that we just established that I cannot say. So I don't know if they did one this year. Probably not because everybody was quarantining. But
Yes.
there's a huge magic convention called Blackpool. And
Yes.
it's a magic convention is exactly what you're thinking. It's just a bunch of nerds, mostly men, getting all together in a big place and nerd out about magic stuff. Anyway, so I decided to go 2 years ago. Well, actually, I was invited by another magician, but I decided to go. And what happens in Blackpool is that during the day you go to the convention, and during the night you get drunk. You get as drunk as you can, and you just perform whatever you want to perform. You go crazy. And one of the things that they do that is quite famous, it's the Illusionist company as a party.
Yes.
Are you being shot at?
I'm being shot at. And I don't have any weapon. I can't defend myself.
Just throw the wine.
I'm not wasting wine.
Oh no, yeah, don't waste wine. You're right. Oh my God, I was like, I heard
the darts.
I heard
then
a
he has
sound.
the back and he could shoot more.
I heard a sound, and I'm like, are you being shot at? What's going on? It's like a sound of a thing.
I'm being shot at. Okay, that's enough. Now that your gun's empty, that's enough. Thank you. No, please.
Oh, the gun is not empty. Nah, it's not empty. There's more.
I have a guest this time. Please. Please. Please, guys. Don't make me WhatsApp Daddy. He's behind you. I made you look. Go shoot him in the bedroom. He's in the bedroom. Go get him. Go get Dad. Okay. Sorry. Carry on with your story about Blackpool and getting very drunk at night.
Shit, what was that? Long story short, I made it way too long. Long story short, Illusionist it's a big magic company, and they do a party Blackpool every year, except it's an exclusive party. So you can only get there if you're invited, as in like they know you, they invite you, or you can only get to this party if the day before you find one of them, one of the people that work for the company, you show them a trick and you fool them. So they didn't know me, but I thought, you know what? Let me try. Let me give it a shot. I mean, worst case scenario, just don't fool them, whatever. At least I get to meet them or like say that I've tried. So what I did is that I went to look, because they're a pretty modern company. So they do a lot of new stuff. So I thought if I find something very old and that looks almost kind of impossible, that it's, you know, something that hasn't been used in a long time, maybe I'll fool them. So I went to a magician friend of mine here in South Africa. His name is Russell Fox.
Yes.
And he actually makes this. He actually sells them if someone is interested. So what you're looking at here, this is very cool. So these are 4 cards pinned together. See, they're like attached together. So they can also, you cannot do any sleight of hand. They cannot go anywhere because they're attached together. And what you got to look at is that it's 4 aces, and you have the 2 reds next to each other and the 2 blacks next to each other, right? Pinned together, they cannot go anywhere. They cannot change position. There's nothing you can do about these cards. So once you close them and shake them without doing any funny business or any funny movement, when you actually see that they mixed, it basically looks like impossible. See, now they have alternated. They're like red, black, red, and black. And the weirdest part about this is that a lot of people think like, oh, it's just the rotation. You turn them around and then they change position. No, now they're stuck like this forever. It doesn't matter. I can spin this all day long. They have changed position from the beginning, and they are attached together.
Wow.
So I performed this trick like an idiot. I went to the guy who I know he's the most knowledgeable out of them all. It's like 5 or 6 guys that work for this company, and one of them is the one that is the expert. And like an idiot, I went to perform this trick to him. And he looks at the trick and he goes like, oh, wow, that's amazing. I haven't seen this in a while. I know how it works. And I was like, shit. But then he looks at me and he goes, do you want to bet that none of my colleagues know how it's done? Let me call them all. So he called everybody. So now I'm in front of like the entire illusionist company, which is a huge company. And I'm performing this trick again. My hands are fucking shaking. And they lost their mind.
What?
They're like, a guy, as soon as I was done, a guy just like grabbed it from me. And he was like, let me see this. And he was like spinning it around and he couldn't figure it out. And that was a great moment because I got invited to the party. And
that's so cool.
It was a good night. There is, let me see. I'm going to try to find you a link. So there's a link to this. So there's a whole video, including the party. I'm going to try to find a link if someone wants to see the full story. It's not going to be easy because it's not on my main channel, but I will find it just in case someone is interested. Also, if someone is interested, I am thinking, whoa, that was a shot. That was a proper shot.
That was a proper shot. Oh, you missed my live stream where my daughter got me in my tooth.
What?
Yes. She shot me in my tooth.
What's the story with you guys and this Nerf gun?
It's loads of fun. It really is just ow.
I have them as well.
So then why are you asking me what's the story?
Well,
you know.
I don't know, Well, but I don't really like constantly shoot at other people. Not that I don't hang out with a lot of people all the time, so maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, I think that is the problem.
Where, where should I send you the link to the private chat?
Yeah, you can put it in there and then I can post it in the comments.
I just found it. There it is. Oh, I heard that one. That one got the mic.
Did it? Ow! No, that's my thigh. Ow. Oh, I have very. Ow. No, it's in a. I'm going to WhatsApp Daddy. I'm going to
Which
WhatsApp Daddy. Okay, I'm just copying a link into the comments, into the live chat. Then I'm going to WhatsApp Daddy. Okay, give me your gun.
Which gun is it? I want to see it.
Okay, Sebastiano wants to see your gun.
I want to see it.
It's
Oh,
an
wow.
X-shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's got 2 barrels.
That's
It's
got a
very
lot of
cool.
that's a lot of bullets.
That's a lot of bullets, yes. Yeah. So. Yes. No, leave my. No. Okay. Go shoot Daddy. Right. Sorry.
So those are the one with a straight bullet, like the
Yes.
long one and straight,
Oh.
not the round ball.
No, we don't have any of those. Mainly
got-
because I think they'll get lost more easily than these darts.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, and they roll everywhere. Yeah, you know, once you shoot them, they start rolling and they go like under shit, and then they're gone forever.
Yeah, and then they're gone. Yeah.
The ball dots.
Yes, the balls. They'll roll away.
Oh no, those are actually bigger than I think.
Oh, apparently they're bigger than I think. Oh,
Something
what
is
was that?
happening. I was trying to retrieve my gun,
Ah, there we go.
and everything
And you
fell.
broke something. Yeah.
I don't think. I hope I didn't. No, I don't think I broke any. I'm gonna shoot you now.
That's an X shot.
How do we end up to this now?
My children always somehow manage to end up here. Okay.
And now I'll make
So-
it disappear. No. That would be the most impressive thing I do in 2020 if I can make this thing disappear. And now I'll make it disappear. No, my assistant was not fast enough. One more time, and it's gonna disappear. Woo!
Oh, there we go. The one who laughs finally got the hint.
Listen. If as a filmmaker as well as a magician, the rule is that if it's off frame, then it doesn't exist.
Exactly. Absolutely. Just like a lot of people are very surprised when they see my setup, where I stream from. They're like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that this is actually just a tiny corner of your living room.
Bro, you should see this one. This is like, my God. It's
I
so
love that
small,
exposed brick wall, though.
which is fake, by the way. It's
Oh, really?
spoiler. This is a paper.
Oh, wow.
It's a stick. I know, right? Looks good though.
It looks amazing. Yeah, you see on camera, you don't know these things.
Yeah, I can't really
It's
know this thing.
incredible.
Let me try
That's
to.
really cool.
I'm gonna try to
I always
make something appear. I always try to do this shit. Woo!
Wow.
I used to use this in a lot of shows just as a distraction. I gotta start. Oh. See, it was sitting there for so long. I didn't realize how dusty and gross it is.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm gonna leave
That
it there.
does happen. Actually, I'm going to change the subject just for a couple of minutes, but
Go for it. Go for
Um,
it. While I think
oh.
of what else I can show you.
yeah, Laura's asking for another card trick, so you can think of that. So last week, my sister lives in a big house for reasons, and they have 2 domestic workers, but the second one only works 3 days a week. So on one of her off days, my sister actually brought her through to my house for our house to be cleaned just before Christmas. And this woman was an absolute flippin' machine. Like everything here has been cleaned off. Everything. All of my little knickknacks and everything that I like to have here has been cleaned off. Every single piece of furniture in my house has been moved and vacuumed behind, under, on top of, next to. Like, I can't tell you. And the amazing thing is, because she cleaned so thoroughly, it has stayed clean for longer. Like, it blows my mind. Like, I don't understand. Because she did such a thorough clean, it has stayed that way. Yeah, sorry. So that's just my little housewife Christmas gratefulness little spiel for the day. So there we go.
I mean, sounds about right. On the other hand, here everything is dirty, so I don't know if I'll ever get someone to be that good, because I'm way too lazy to do it anyway. Someone else asked for a card trick. Okay, let me try.
Another card trick, yes.
I'm like thinking like hard, because the main thing with card trick is that you always have someone who selects a card, or like you have someone interacting. So like doing card tricks right now, just me by myself, it's a bit weird. But
let's see. All right.
Let me think what we can do without having a selected card or like anything on the same level.
The whole stream afterwards. He did the elastic band things as well.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Elastic band. Let's do that. Let's mix card magic with elastic band magic. Let's see if we can do something. All right. Gonna put the elastic band around the deck of cards. Beth, do me a favor. I'm just gonna riffle through the card like this, and you're gonna say stop at any moment or any time, whenever you want. Okay, ready?
Okay. Stop.
Right there.
Right there.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
All right, so look. Right when you say stop, I'm just gonna do it like this, and because I am obsessed with the 4 aces. Oh, they fell on the ground. Now you're gonna think that I had the 4 aces on the ground. No, look. Okay, here's the proof.
I saw them shoot out.
Here's the proof. Here's the proof. It cut to right when you said stop. Right there. It cut to an ace. So you know it was legit.
Oh wow.
You know it was legit. And you said stop. You were not influenced. You said stop whenever you wanted to say stop. So that was good. That was like, see, this is what happened when you don't prepare. There's a trick that I really like with the 4 aces that I'm gonna try to do right now, even though I haven't done it in a while. It's a trick about showing the aces, put the 1 down, show you the other one, with the red one, put it down. And now you know that I have the 2 red ones right here. The heart of the diamond will be on top. And I have the 2 black ones right here until we actually switch places.
What?
That was a impromptu.
That was very good.
I love
Very
also.
good. Even though you dropped the aces.
I know, right? That's why I had to redeem myself immediately. I saw someone in the comments says maybe have you pick a card and see what happens. What's?
Yeah, Christian.
Are you being shot at?
No,
Okay.
they're arguing over something.
Beth, what is your favorite card?
My favorite card, the Queen of Diamonds, because
The Queen of Diamonds, because you like money.
Yeah, I'm just high maintenance like that.
You just high maintenance. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We'll see how this goes. Okay. So your favorite card is the Queen of Diamonds, right? That's what you
Mm-hmm.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to pick a number, not a two crazy numbers. Otherwise, we're gonna be here counting cards forever. Just I don't know, from 1 to 10, from 1 to 20. Just pick a number.
Okay. And it must I tell it to you?
Yeah, just any number.
No, I do not. Yes, you do.
Connor put what in his mouth?
Lego.
Okay. Well, when he chokes on it, then Dad can take him to the emergency room, and yeah, they can test him for COVID, and yeah, whatever.
There's a whole situation happening.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I'm on
with
board.
my husband's favorite number, 13.
13. 13.
13.
Okay, let's try.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, you pick your husband's favorite number and your favorite card, right?
Yes,
And your favorite card was the
Queen of Diamonds.
Queen of Diamonds, and we just counted 13 cards
Wow.
only to land at the Queen of Diamonds.
Wow.
This is the only trick I could think of without having actually you being here interact
Yeah.
to make it the most
Yeah.
impossible. But I mean, you picked the number. We didn't organize
No.
this before.
Not at all.
Cool.
And I know people might not believe that, but yeah. I mean, seriously. Let me just put myself back on the screen. Sebastiano, actually, I messaged Sebastiano late this morning. I said, are we still on for later today? And he said, yeah, I haven't prepared anything. And I'm like, that's cool. Just do whatever you're comfortable with. And
Because
you
I
have
was
it.
actually doing so. I do almost every year. I do a trick where I say goodbye to the current year, and I say welcome to the new year. And it's usually
Yes.
like a visual trick. And I realized that the past 2 years I did something very similar, so I wanted to do something different this year, and that's what I was doing today. I was trying to come up with an effect where I can say fuck 2020, because seriously, fuck 2020. And welcome 2021. So, and then I saw your message, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should let this go and prep something for tonight.
And where will we be able to watch your fuck 2020 illusion?
Oh man. Well, here's the thing. I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I just haven't it in my head. It's gonna work perfectly, but then the moment I start doing it, that's when all the problems. So hopefully it's gonna be ready, and I'm gonna put it on my Drunk Questioner YouTube channel as well as my Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be a short video. It's gonna be like about hopefully 30 seconds to a minute maximum. I don't want to waste people time with too much talking. I just want to go straight to the visual.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, yeah, please be sure to put it on your YouTube channel, because I have linked your YouTube channel in the description. And
I will.
and Gentle's just posted it in the comments again for everybody to go subscribe to as
Oh,
well.
nice.
So there we go. Yeah.
I actually no, continue. I was thinking of something, and then my brain just I don't know.
I saw
Brain
a
fart.
funny. Yeah, I get those often. Yeah. I actually saw a funny meme yesterday. Someone said, "How do you feel that next year is actually 2021? Like 2021, as in when you win something."
2021.
Yeah. So the whole of next year, we're going to be declaring that 2021. So that's not cool.
My goodness. Oh, I remember. I was thinking about so that trick I just did with the with the counting on the cards. That's the one that even when I do it live, is always people are always suspicious that I'm selecting a friend of mine as a spectator and we agree on a number and a card. Like when it comes to this stuff of like mentalist tricks, is always that's always the problem. Like people don't believe that is genuine. They think that, oh no, you just agree on this like before the show. So it's very difficult. Like I feel like most mentalists specifically, they have to go through extra step to prove that the spectator is not in it on it. That's why sometimes, I don't know if you ever seen a mentalist like doing a show, but like that's why they do extra step. Like I don't know, they have like a little ball and they throw it in the audience and then they ask the people to throw it around at random.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the reason, because otherwise.
And Joe did that to you as well. When we were with you at the wine farm, he was like doing extra cutting and messing up of the cards and everything just to try and mess with you.
So. Trying to make it more difficult.
Yes. Yes. So that was quite fun though. It was really fun. Are you going to celebrate New Year on the 1st of Jan, or are you waiting till the 27th of March?
What? What?
The start of lockdown.
What? I thought we cannot say that word.
Oh no, we can say that we like the lockdown and that we think the WHO is wonderful and that we completely trust the vaccine and we cannot wait. We're going to be first in line to get the vaccine.
Can you even say this word vaccine without having the YouTube channel gone?
I don't know. Like, are the bots like listening that well? Like, I don't know. Can they pick up my very sarcastic tone? Who knows?
No, bots do not recognize comedy. Bots don't have a sense of humor.
No, they don't. Neither do real people, like the real fact checkers at 411. True story.
My goodness. So, like, I guess, what is the story? We have to celebrate this 27th of March?
We can have 2 New Year's parties.
Sure.
I don't know, but everybody, please, when you do your countdown on the 31st of December, please don't shout Happy New Year's. Shout Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Did you hear my daughter just say yes in the background?
Jumanji. We should do a countdown from the 31st all the way to the 27th of March.
Oh, there we go. That's a long time though. That's a really long time to be drunk.
Not for me. I'm okay. I'm okay being constantly drunk.
For you, maybe. I mean, you saw how tipsy I got just at the wine tasting.
I don't have responsibility also. So
this is true. This is true. You don't have tiny humans that come and jump on your bed at 7 o'clock in the morning and say it's time to get up. Or for that matter, 4-legged animals that want to go outside because they've decided it's time to chase the birds. So they want to be let out of their prison.
All right, I've been fidgeting with this coin because I'm thinking of something and I'm like, I don't know if I should do this on camera because people might legit go back and watch it frame by frame. But I'm thinking also whatever. So I'm always fascinated or like making coins disappear. And people always want to see it, but it's very difficult to like do it on camera. Because it requires that you know your angles really well. So
yeah.
But the fact that I can see the screen actually helps me making this coin completely invisible. Now someone might just go and watch this again in frame by frame, and they're gonna see most of the stuff, but I don't care.
That is
like,
incredible.
and my favorite one is this one. You just grab it from the air. It's here, it's invisible, and then it becomes visible once it passes through the fingers.
Wow.
Just something that I always wanted to try and see how it
That is
looks.
really cool.
Hopefully it look nice. Also, like I do this for the kids sometimes when you just show that there's gravity. See, gravity is on and the coin goes down. When you turn off gravity, the coin goes back up. Kids loves it.
That's really cool. Yes, my kids are gonna go and watch the stream as soon as I wrap up here now. I'll put it on for them.
And you're gonna watch it like frame by frame so that you can call me out on all the stuff.
My husband might. I'm like, nah.
Is your husband practicing? Oh, let's do
Not
it
yet.
actually.
Oh,
Is
you
he
want to do that
practicing?
trick? Okay.
Yeah. So he can see it. So he can see what he needs to do.
Okay, cool.
Okay. This is one of the most famous rubber band magic trick in the world. I am so sorry I forgot the name of the guy who created it. I'm so sorry. Like after give me a second after I perform it, and then I'm gonna look at it so that I can mention him, because I think this is brilliant. So the way it works is that the two rubber bands go behind each other, and there's no doubt that they're behind each other. They cannot pass through anything. And then what's the best angle? It's over here. Then when you see them slowly melt, you will see that they can pass through each other, which I think it's almost a miracle.
Yeah,
I think it's almost like a religious experience. And hold on. Now, if I do it again, once again, the two rubber bands, like you can see they're behind each other. They cannot go anywhere, right? Once again, if I do this really slowly, you will see what the secret is. And like I was saying before, it's all about perspective. So the secret of this trick is that you think that I am holding two rubber bands when in reality, it's only one. It's all about perception. Now, go and watch that one frame by frame.
Wow. I have one last question for you.
All right.
How long have you been doing tricks? And that sounds like so bad.
I know, right? Tricks.
I don't mean
What do you
turning
think I am?
tricks. I don't mean that. I mean, like, is this something you started as a young child?
Actually, no, not at all. I actually performing magic, so like doing magic in front of other people, or like in front of the camera, or like, you know, like what I'm doing right now, or what I would do if I do like a show. I've only been doing it for like a small, like only for 4 years. I've been performing for other people. When it comes to my interest in magic, it started in 2010 when I was getting my master's degree in filmmaking. And I discovered, because I was studying like the history of like film and stuff, and I discovered that the first filmmakers were magicians. That's actually how they got the idea of like editing and cutting. They were using film as like a magic trick. So that's when I started like checking all the stuff. And then what happened is that I noticed that if you know some like stage magic, and if you know some magic, it makes it much easier for you to, as a film student who has no money, it's much easier for you to do something on camera that's spectacular without having to do without having to do CGI, without having to do post-production computer stuff, which I don't know how to do and which costs money, or at least it used to cost a lot of money back in 2010 when there was not, the technology was not as advanced. So I noticed that my short movie, I would do some effects, which are magic effects, but I would use them just for the story. And it would be so much easier for me to do that practical instead of like having to pay a special effect artist to do it for me. So that's when I started looking into tricks, and I started looking at magic. But it wasn't up until about 4 years ago when I decided to give it a shot myself. So before that, I just knew a lot about magic, but I wasn't practicing any sleight of hand. I wasn't doing. It was just for the cameras, if I had to do something specific for one of my short movies. And then I decided, I think I actually met a couple of magicians, and they convinced me. They were like, no, come on, you have to perform. You have to do this stuff for people. They were like, they were saying like, you're very talented. You pick it up really fast. Just start doing it. Start going out and doing it. And that's when I got the bug, and now I can't stop.
Yeah.
But it's not a long time. It's not one of those stories like, oh, my grandfather put a coin out of my ear when I was 10, and since then, like, it's not one of those stories.
Okay. Yeah. And I can attest to the fact that you constantly are playing with a deck of cards, or playing with the rubber bands on your arm, or you're fiddling with your ring.
Yeah, but that's
you're
just
constantly
that's because
doing something.
Because that's because I have some problems up here, not because I'm practicing. You know what?
Okay.
You know when the fidget spinner came out? Yeah, that was for me. That was for people like me.
Okay.
For me, like, this is the same. Doing this for me is the same as playing with a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
I don't even notice that I'm doing it.
My husband used to do that a lot with his ring.
Yeah, it has a name. It's like a disease, but I don't care.
I think fidget spinners, didn't they say that they were for kids with ADD or
Is it
ADHD?
Is that what I have? What's what is it? What is it called? ADHD? Is that what it's called?
Attention
ADD?
deficit hyperactivity disorder, but I don't like to think of it as a disorder. I just think that some people can't sit still, like to fidget.
Oh my God, possible. I mean, honestly, to me, it's the same as getting drunk. Like with this type of stuff. Like to me, it's like, hey, if it's not an actual problem, as in like if it's not hurting yourself and hurting the people around you, then it's not a problem. You can call it whatever. You can call it disorder. You can say it's a disease. But for me, the moment it doesn't hurt me or the people around me, it's not a problem. If I get drunk every night by myself in my house, like, and you want to call me an alcoholic, I'm fine, but I'm still going to continue doing it.
Yeah, I think in terms of alcohol addiction, it's when you still get behind the wheel of a car, or if alcohol makes you violent and you take it out on your family, then it's a different story.
Then it's a different story. Then it's a problem, and then someone should intervene. Oh, Joe is here.
Yes, he's been here for a while.
Oh, wow. You're so quiet, Joe. Best comment.
And apparently, I'm sorry, I didn't clap at all for you, so I'm sorry.
That's fine. I did during the lockdown, which we love so much. During the lockdown, I did a Zoom show. It was the first time for me doing a magic show online. And I did it actually for a bunch of kids, which is it's weird for me because I don't like kids. So I wasn't managing there was another guy managing the control room, whatever you want to call it. So he was checking that I was on a big screen, and because it was a bunch of kids, he muted everybody.
Uh-huh.
So it was super awkward because I would do the trick and then I would hear silence.
Yes.
And I was like, did it work? Did it not work? Are they still here? Like, it was super, super, super awkward. And then after the show, like, I mean, he unmuted everybody and everybody was clapping and they say they liked it. But like during the entire show, it was so weird. It was so weird performing for like just silence, nobody.
I'm sure.
It was like being at home practicing basically.
Well, that's why I tried whenever I put you on solo screen because you can't in the tiny little thumbnail at the bottom you can't really see my facial expression. So I was just like going, "Wow," or like and yeah. I hope that was
I'm
enough for you.
actually hold on, I can't believe I don't have one. I need a ring.
Joe is saying that's why he doesn't do stand-up comedy online shows because the silence is annoying.
Oh my God, it's gotta be if you do comedy, it's gotta be even worse. Because for a comedian because for a comedian, like not hearing laughter, it's gotta be the worst thing ever.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You really don't know how your jokes are landing, so
I know. All right, they got
Okay.
me a ring. I was
your
looking
your
for
assistant was on the ball today.
I was looking for a ring. Funny story about this ring. So I just got this ring because I like the way it looks and the
Uh-huh.
and the weight is nice for this type of like manipulation.
Yes.
So like I bought this ring and I'm like, oh, I really like it, and so it's a little bit like big for me to like wear. So I wear like to wear on my on the ring finger. I wear it on like on my middle finger, just like that. And
Uh-huh.
once I was out and I met a bunch of like new people that like, I just met them on that night at the bar, and the girl, it was a couple, and the girl looks at the ring, and then she goes like, "Oh, so are you you a swinger?" I'm like, "What?" And then she told me that apparently wearing a black ring like this, it's code for swingers, for like couple that just want to swap around.
Wow.
I was like,
Okay.
okay, not wearing this anymore.
Yes.
Goodbye to this ring forever.
Oh, wow.
Like, I was so like, oh my God, that's never heard of that. But anyway, so long story, just I want to just show you something. This should be cool. Watch.
Whoa.
This only happens with swinger rings.
Only.
Only because swinger rings are easy to take off. And I would like to point out that this is just a regular rings. There's no trapdoor or magnets or anything. I'm gonna also, while I'm here, do something else with it. I already demonstrated before that rubber bands have particular capabilities.
Uh-huh. That that just blows my mind.
So now the most difficult thing is see if I can make this ring jump right in between the two rubber bands, which is almost impossible. And for the final touch, it goes
What?
back to the top. Once again, regular rubber bands, regular ring, nothing special about it whatsoever.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna wear this and go to the bar. Bye. No, just kidding.
I wanted to ask you okay, last question. And yeah.
Go.
What is your favorite color?
What is my favorite color? It's purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
And do you have a way to like accurately weigh that ring?
To do what?
Joe's telling me to clap, so I'm clapping. There we go. Can you weigh it? Can you tell me how much that ring weighs?
Oh no, I have no way to do that.
Damn
And
it.
I'm also really bad. like at estimate stuff. Like I would come up with if you ask me to just try, I would come up with a number that's obviously not the weight of the ring. I would say like a ridiculous number. I don't know, half a kilo. I don't know.
Because I'm just wondering, like if wearing a black ring on your middle finger means you're a swinger, then maybe my husband can make you a purple ring that can fit on your middle finger, or
Oh my
even
God,
on your
what-
ring finger if you if you
And
prefer.
what is that? What does that mean?
I don't know, but at least it won't be black, and people won't think you're a swinger when you go to the
true.
bar.
Also, I don't know if actually, okay, I have to be correct though. She just mentioned the black ring. I don't know if it has anything to do with wearing it on the middle finger. That I might have made it up. But I just
Okay.
remembered that she was looking at it, and then she said, definitely it was the fact that it was a black ring.
Okay.
Definitely that was the reason. But yeah, I would love to have a purple ring.
But I want it to be the right weight for you. So you need to find a
Oh,
ring
no,
that has a
that's-
scale.
Oh no, that's fine. The important thing is the size, not the weights is fine because I can hold on, where is it? See, I got this one also. This one is slightly lighter, but I can still
I just want to make you full screen so I can see it.
manipulate it. It's slightly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, the manipulation I can learn to do it with pretty much any ring. It doesn't take me that long, but the size is important. Oh,
Well,
this is-
yeah, if you can, if you can get to a jeweler and size your finger accurately, my husband will be able to make you a purple resin ring. And you
sounds
can tell
nice.
us how thick you'd like it as well. Like,
That's what she
Yeah.
said. Sorry, what?
cannot get through a show without that coming up, can I?
Sorry, I blame the alcohol.
Well, I have finished a glass of wine and I'm not tipsy. So I'm building my tolerance, and I haven't eaten yet today either. So I really am building my tolerance.
Good job. That's
Yeah.
making progress.
I'm making progress, yeah. I don't know why I got so tipsy so quickly at the wine tasting. I don't.
I think it's because it was like also the whole day, so maybe like you're a little bit tired. Because like we I don't know how long you guys were around, because I met you around like, what was it, like 11 maybe or noon, and you guys were already out for at
Yes.
least a couple of hours before that.
I had been awake since 3:30 that morning.
Yeah, so obviously as soon as you got to drink, like, also it's a wine tasting, which means like you're mixing. You're mixing wine, and obviously
Check what Joe says. Beth had a glass of wine and isn't drunk or tipsy. Now that's a magic trick.
no,
Right.
Beth is building tolerance. It's
I'm
good.
building tolerance. Yes. Well, maybe it was the sun or the wind or the low altitude, because I live at altitude. So being at lower altitude, maybe it was that. I don't know. But yes. Yeah, I had to stop drinking the wine and only taste it.
Also, they didn't really give us. I mean, they gave us wine with biltong. Like that doesn't help. Like,
Well, you had wine with biltong. I had wine with cheese.
oh right, you got it with the cheese. Okay, that was a smart move. That was a smart move. Like the cheese was, because it was cheese and crackers, so it's a little bit better. Because the biltong, and it was biltong and something else. I forgot. Joe, what was it? Something
The
gross.
dried
I forgot
fruit,
what it
the
was.
dried guava, and the dried mango.
Oh yeah,
was
the
with the
dried
white wine.
mango.
Yes.
Ew.
But it was pretty awesome to spend like almost 2 full days with you. So thank you very much for
That
doing
was fun. It was fun.
It was
next
fun.
Next time, come to Cape Town though.
Yes, I know. I know. That's what I said to Joe. Like, I haven't really been to Cape Town. And he was like, what do you mean you're in Cape Town? And I'm like, no, but I haven't been to Cape Town, like the city. He's like, yeah, okay. But you're still in Cape Town. We had like a full-on argument about that. Well, not like argument. We, we bicker.
I know. I'm looking. I'm looking down on my desk to see if there's something else. I'm trying to think.
One last
Need,
trick.
One last trick for the road, but like. Okay, hold on. Can you give me?
Now
I need
you're
to.
making me want to drink more wine.
I need to refill my drink as well, and then maybe. Hold on. I'll be right back.
That's fine. I'm going to entertain everybody with Joe's comments. What fake news am I spreading, Joe? What? Oh, thank you. Oh, whoopsie. How cute is it that my son came to tell me that my new clothes are beautiful? I bought clothes today. See, I really am drinking. But I'm not going to have too much more. And I don't know why or who my mom is calling a naughty rubbish. So, who is partying for New Year's? Sebastiano's back.
Yes, sorry, it was a.
It's fine.
Sorry, I had to go refill my drink, and I was legitimately considering if I should do this live, but
But you're going to do it anyway.
yeah, because when I get tipsy enough, I don't care. But I need to.
Okay, so Joe's giving me a hard time about not wanting to stay an extra night. And yeah, I couldn't break the promise to my kids. I couldn't. But next time, I promise that I will come down for longer. Even if I have to chloroform Mr. Eleutheria and get Yanni to help me put him in the car and drive all the way to Cape Town myself. I will do it.
Sorry, I had to look for. I have a bunch of deck of cards up here, by the way. This is all collectible. They're very cool.
Collectible decks of cards. That's
yeah.
cool.
They also do like. I'm also going to show you this at the in a few. This is really cool. But I need to find. So I have a devil themed deck.
Of course you do.
Which I love because people are like, oh, we knew it. You do magic because you're Satanist or like stuff like that. I don't know. A lot of people accuse me of this stuff, which is complete nonsense. And actually, this is why I bought this deck, because I wanted to troll those people.
Yes.
And so this deck has a bunch of like it's got cool feature like the Ace of Diamond as the devil in it, which is, I think, pretty cool. But I'm looking for a specific card, which is the Joker. Because, how exciting, by the way, looking at the guy try to find something. Where is it? My goodness. Okay, here's one.
So apparently I can't go to Cape Town without Yanni next time. So that's going to take some planning.
I'm glad. Yes, please organize your Cape Town trip while I do this thing. Okay, there we go.
Apparently I should take the train because I can put the car on the train as well. And then we'll have a car down there.
Put a car on the train. So, all right. So one of the Joker is like a feather to like, it's like a pen to sign something.
Okay.
And the other one, it's what you need to sign, which is a contract.
Uh-huh.
And most people say they're like, oh, that's the contract with the devil and whatever. And recently I actually did a video on my channel where I'm like trolling the South African Illuminati, and and what I do in the video, what I say in the video is that I already signed a contract with the devil, and the devil is already giving me special powers.
Oh, wow.
It's a trick that I don't do live because it requires a lot of supernatural abilities. No, just kidding. It requires a lot of preparation.
But
I
you
love it.
didn't prepare much for that. Like you were
Well,
gone for like 2 minutes, not even.
that's practice. Anyway, I just it's a spooky trick.
Yeah, it's very cool. That is
Thanks,
really
Joe.
cool.
I wanna show you something else with this deck instead.
What deck is that?
So what's cool about this deck is that this is supposed to be a kind of like a mechanical deck. Like if you see at the back, see there's like gears and
Oh, it's like steampunk.
yeah, like steampunk, and they have gears and stuff. But what's really cool, hopefully you'll be able to see it on camera. I hope so. I'm gonna try to angle it. So what's really cool about, let me just give it a shuffle because it's a little bit. It's been sitting. Fun fact about cards: if you live in a place where there's humidity, oh my god, the cards get terrible. They stick to each other just like terrible. Anyway.
So do you save those things like, you know, when you buy vitamins and stuff like that, they have those silicone gel packs in them?
No, usually, no, I just like, I keep like old decks and I use them like this, or I have a bunch of new ones. Like this one is fairly new. I opened it recently. And then when it gets too crazy, I just throw them away. Anyway, hopefully you'll be able to see on camera. But what's cool about this deck is that, okay, we have the Jack of Spades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you put the Jack of Spades somewhere in the middle of the deck, let's say right there, right? We push it there. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but the gears are gonna move. You see how they?
Oh my word!
They're
That
moving.
is so cool.
Yeah. So I see they go like move to bring the Jack back on top.
No.
And these are all different in case you're wondering if they're all Jacks.
Sorry, I'm clapping before Joe tells me to clap.
Before Joe gets mad, you gotta clap.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this little steampunk deck because you can tell this whole story about the
That
gears
is really cool. Yeah.
and how they move.
That is a very cool deck. Awesome.
This is the most magic I've done since the beloved lockdown started.
Really?
Well, yeah, because
sad.
I don't do it a lot. Like I don't do it a lot on my YouTube channel because it's not really about that. And I used to do it a lot for my Instagram. I used to go out with other magicians, and we used to just like pick a place, like pick a coffee shop, and then freak out everybody at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Like we used to do that on a regular basis. Now I don't know when is the last time I even met with another magician.
Oh no, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, also because they divided. Some of them went full on quarantine mode. It's also understandable because they're a little bit older than me, so I get it. Some of them just. One of them, I'm not gonna mention him because he probably doesn't want me to say anything. But like one of them completely gave up on magic, like full on, just like he found like a different job during the lockdown, and he was like, that's it, no more magic.
I can imagine that a lot of performers had to do that. Like I know you have a backup trade per se because you do videos. So I know Joe is a comedian, but he's also a designer. So he has managed to just barely keep afloat with that. yeah. So, but it's sad. It's really sad that we love this lockdown so fucking much that we think it's amazing that so many people have lost their jobs and had to change careers.
Ah, damn. Yeah,
Joe
Joe.
says he knows who it is. And you
Yeah,
can't blame him.
of course you know who it is because he's pretty known in the industry. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I took out like another deck. This isn't a magic trick, so it's fine. You don't have to put it. I just want to tell the story because I just find out and I think it's hilarious. So this particular deck. So this deck, it's like a limited edition. You could only buy this at it's called the Academy of Magic Arts, and it's known as the Magic Castle in Los Angeles. So every year they release one of these, and if you buy it a year, then you have it, and it's the only place where you can find it, and that's it. It's only the year. Every year they change it. So I used to be proud of the fact that I got myself one of these, and that I got it at the LA Magic Castle, because the LA Magic Castle is supposed to be, I mean, it is like one of the best places for magic, or at least it was until like a couple months ago, because they got Me Too'd big time. Like the entire, like performers that work there, people that work at the place, there's so many, they just came out like right now, they just come out so many stories of like sexual harassment
What?
and like racism in the, you know, like in the workplace, and even with people the spectators that used to come, and I'm like, oh my god, should I burn this deck now? I'm like, it's a nice deck, I like it, but the story behind it is so terrifying now.
Well, I haven't burnt my Harry Potter collection, so if that makes you feel any better.
Okay. Yeah, I guess because there's a difference between the product and who makes the product, I guess,
And
in
you
a
know
way.
what? You already paid for that deck. They already got their money. So
That's
whether
that's
you
true. It's too
agree
late.
with
Yeah,
the
it's too late
sentiment
now. Yeah.
behind
is
the
like
movement,
This is like when people started burning the Nike shoes. I was like, well, you bought the shoe though.
exactly.
So
Like you're burning your own money.
like you exactly, and they're expensive as well. You're burning your own money. Okay, no, makes sense. Thank you for
Yes.
the. See, I wasn't thinking like that. That's a good point. I will keep it. Now it has a story. It's perfect.
Yeah. Now it has more of a story. So there you go. Alrighty. We have been going for an hour and 37 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
gone pretty quickly. So
No, when
I
you're
think
having fun.
it was fun. You should do this more often.
It was. I'll try to set up my channel also to do more of this stuff. We'll
See, Joe and I, our evil plan is working. We are convincing you to live stream.
We'll see, for instance, actually, for since Joe is listening as well, in case he wants to give me a hand with this, because it's not going to be easy. I want to do something a little bit more like epic for next year for my YouTube channel, and I'm thinking, and it's not just like, oh, I'm thinking and then I'm not going to do it. I'm actually planning. I want to do my very first street magic special. So I want to do like a long video where it's going to be me going, assuming that I'm allowed to go on the streets. So we'll see how it goes. Or let's just be optimistic. As soon as I'm allowed to go out again, I wanna film my very first street magic video, which is gonna be focused on showing amazing magic to people and then talk to them, because I want to know how many people still believes that magic is real, and I want to talk to them after I show them something that looks like impossible. I want to talk to them and tell them that was fake, and if it's necessary, I'll even reveal the trick. I will not reveal the trick for the camera, but I will reveal to the people.
Okay, yeah, and then catch their reaction afterwards on camera, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. And then catch their reaction to see. And I know that most people are gonna say that, okay, I'm doing a trick, but other people are the real deal? I'm already prepared to listen to this answer because I heard it so many times. But I'm just curious to see if I can demonstrate, if I can make it look like I have the special abilities, and then tell to the people right there in front of them that it's completely fake, and just see how they react to it. So
Well,
yeah,
Joe says he'll help you.
yeah. Thanks, Joe. Because I need to go. What I'm mostly worried about is that I want to go to certain areas. Let's not mention it right now. And I want to go to certain areas, but I also want to feel safe while I'm going to those areas. So the more people can come with me, the better.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds like a load of fun. Cool.
We'll see how 2021.
2021.
2021. We'll see how that is.
2021. Yeah, we'll see. Might have to hold it off till 2022, but we'll see.
More time to prepare.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. Alrighty, I'm actually getting tipsy now, so I'm going to sign off because I said I'd never drunk stream again.
All right. This was fun.
It was loads of fun.
I hope everybody enjoyed it, and
I think they did.
Everybody are gonna go back and watch it at in slow motion, but I'm okay with it. I would love to know how many tricks you can see in slow motion and how many I pulled off, even if you watch it in slow motion. That would be interesting to know.
Yeah, that would be cool. Alrighty. Thanks everybody. We've actually maintained quite a high viewership considering it is holidays. So thank you everybody who has watched. Thank you for all the likes, getting me to open my bottle of wine. Oh my word, we're actually on 18 likes.
Oh wow, 18 likes. Woo!
18 likes. Yes. So that's quite a thing. This has been Eleutheria, enlightening South Africa through liberty and magic tricks and just uplifting everybody this last week of 2020. And don't wear a mask if you don't have to. Be safe out there because it is a crazy, crazy world, as Sebastiano will tell you. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. I don't know when I'm going to stream again, guys. My husband's on leave and I'm enjoying spending time with him. So I'll let you know. And subscribe to The Drunk Questioner. His channel is linked in the description. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.